Welcome viewers back to the 1970s in here. We're in the Bonsall 2 apartments in Playa Den Bossa. This was the cheapest room I could find in the whole resort. Let me do a wee room tour and show you what it's like. So I've actually got a wee balcony or terrace here. Table and chairs. There's the back, packed ready to go. Table and chairs as well. I'll show you the view and then we'll go back inside. I'll let you know my thoughts on the room. So we're just really off the main street in Playa Den Bossa. Across the road we've got the main reception for here and a wee swimming pool, as you can see down there. I just crossed the road, went in there, got the key, crossed the road. Very basic apartments, like 2-star, almost 1-star I'd say. They were okay for a night. Be aware, there is no soundproofing at all in these apartments. You'll hear everything. Anybody moves a chair upstairs or the room next to you, you'll hear it. That's the Hotel Algarve. I was in there last night, just walked through it, see what it was like. It was actually really nice inside, a lot nicer than here, but you'll pay accordingly obviously. So we're just off the main street. Walk down that way to the right, take you down to all the kind of busier bars and restaurants, and then you can see the beach and the seafront just beyond, in between those two buildings. So location wise it's not too bad, to be fair. It is located in quite a dark street even though the lights are on, so be aware of that if you're booking it. Not sure what the price is in high season, but I wouldn't pay much more than what I paid for it, £44. I booked it through booking.com. So it's got all the cooking facilities you'd expect. Very old fashioned and dated, that doesn't bother me, to be fair. Microwave, toaster, kettle, everything's really you need. And look, even the wee breakfast bar as well. So the room is very dated. It's got air conditioning, viewers, right? But there is no remote to work the air conditioning. So I was a bit concerned last night. It wasn't too bad in the room, but by the time I got in last night, it wasn't too late, but reception was shut. I think you need to get a remote control off reception, and I didn't do that, so I had no air conditioning. So I booked an apartment with air conditioning that I couldn't use. That was a bit annoying. I did climb up there to try and see if I could put it on. At one point, it was on slightly, and there was a wee green light. I climbed up on these chairs, and I nearly fell off the chairs, so that was nearly a disaster. Check out the TV. Look, it's about the size of a postage stamp. Didn't have it on, so I've no idea what channels it's got. So these patio doors here as well, they're as well taking them out and just having an open plan, because they make no difference whatsoever. If a car drives by or anything, you hear everything. There's no soundproofing whatsoever in these apartments. I know people buy it, you get what you pay for. I had no complaints really, they're fine. Watch till the end, I'll show you exactly where they're located. We'll walk outside because I'm heading out that way anyway, do a few videos, and I'm getting the bus to San Antonio. Let me show you the bathroom. Oh, I had a wee accident in the bathroom. Wait to show you. So I came in the bathroom to put something in the bin, right? The bin is just down there. So what I done is I basically came in and bent my head down. Oh sorry, I didn't bend my head down, I didn't realise there's this big storage tank here. So I cracked my head against that when I bent down to put stuff in the bin. It was the first time I walked into the bathroom, I didn't realise it was there. Luckily I had my cap on, it wasn't too bad. But anyway, the bathroom is actually fine, apart from one major problem. Can you guess what it is, viewers? I'll tell you in a minute. That shower was very powerful and hot. It looks very basic, but it was actually fine. Check this out. Can't flush your toilet. How bad is that? You actually need to lift up the cistern and pull the cord to flush the toilet. Now they must know that when they sell this flat, so that's pretty poor. I will say to them at reception, you'll not believe this, viewers, hold on. You won't believe what I've done there. I was just telling you how I was such an idiot and banged my head against that storage tank. I was walking back there taking the video, I just banged my head again, the back of it. I don't know if you heard it in the video. Anyway, I cracked it the first time, but luckily I had the cap on. Falling leaf in Scotland just saved me there. So let's go outside, I'll show you exactly where it's located, I'll give you my thoughts on it. Show you the bedroom as well, forgot about that. One thing I will say, it's got plenty of power sockets. So we've got one in the corner there, there's one there, one next to the bed, there's one there. Sometimes in these cheap apartments they have like one power socket, so to be fair, that's fine. Here's the bedroom. To be fair, I'm not really complaining about the bedroom. Power sockets you'll see either side. Can you guess what bed I slept in? Bet you can. This one, I'm not a fan of the pillows. If you've watched the channel for a long time, you'll know that affects my sleep quite a lot. I know it's weird, but if I get a hard pillow, I can't sleep, and I kind of had that last night. Plenty of storage space, a few hangers as well. Extra pillow up there, which I didn't notice. It's probably the same as the other ones, to be fair. There's a safe down the bottom. Now, quite often with apartments when I check in, they've got safes, but they never tell you at reception and never said you want to use it. They probably charge for it, but I've never used a safe yet. Let me know if you think that's weird. Everywhere I go almost I've got safes, but they never mention it at reception. It's almost as if I gave up trying to sell them. So let's walk out, I'll let you know what I thought. You'll see the location exactly. Now, when I came here first, the electricity wasn't working. You have to put your key card in there. You get 2 cards. And the reason it wasn't working is because in here, don't know if I can open it. Now the girl will come up and opened it from reception. Yeah, one of the boxes had tripped in here, so they had to come up. So that was the very first thing I done. Phoned reception, says there's no electricity, and they come up and they fixed it for you. Right, let's walk out. I'll tell you what room number this is. On the 3rd floor, there's no lift here, so be aware of that. It could be an issue. I wouldn't stay here long term. One night's fine. 303. As I said, it was booked through booking.com. Now the unusual thing about booking it through booking.com, normally I tell you to check TripAdvisor, get the cheapest price, and then just check Google for the hotel name, just to double check nobody else is cheaper. But this one actually was coming up on booking.com, but it wasn't coming up on TripAdvisor. So I saved a wee bit of money just with checking booking.com on my mobile phone. Sometimes booking.com, especially last minute bookings, have got exclusive accommodations that are not on TripAdvisor. So it's always worth checking booking.com. They're not always the cheapest, but sometimes they've got accommodations that nobody else has got. And last night this was the case. Nobody else was selling this as far as I can see last night. So there's the reception, as I said. Got a basic wee pool. Pool's not going to be heated, so I don't know if it'd be debatable whether you could swim in it. Let's see, I'll do the test first. Now hold on. Let's hope I don't fall in. Bear with me. Surprisingly, the water's actually pretty decent. It's not cold. You definitely could swim in that. Which I'm really surprised at. I didn't check to see if it was heated in. I've no time to use the pool whatsoever, but we'll see. So I'm going to be getting the bus to San Antonio. I booked an accommodation through a website called Destina.com. I started using them quite a few times. I find them quite cheap for certain properties. I've got a hotel booked in San Antonio for £31, which seems very good value. But at the end of the season, so you're paying a lot less than you normally pay for accommodations in Ibiza. The place here does an English breakfast. The Magic Cafeteria. Very busy with locals here last night. I walked home, got quite a few supermarkets to the left as well. Walk out onto the main street. Only done 2 or 3 videos on Playa Den Bossa. Came at the wrong time, obviously we're at the end of the season here. Other places have been busy. Last night, they've got quite a lot of bars in the main bit. They're all much, kind of pretty similar, there's not much variety. That's part of the complex I think I'm in as well. I think they own them. A wee swimming pool at the back there as well. If you like just basically exclusively DJs and the big clubs, you probably want to consider Playa Den Bossa because you're close to everything. It doesn't take you long to get home if you're going to some of the big super clubs. Other than that, I can't see a major attraction in it, apart from it's got a fantastic beach. Might head down to the beach, we'll see. They have got plenty of bars and restaurants up this main street. Check out the videos I've done on the channel, you'll see them. Couldn't find any places with live music. DJs were playing in a lot of places, which looks really good actually. There's actually a DJ playing in this hotel just here, the Algarve. I went in and there's a lady DJ playing in the main entertainment bit of the hotel, which was actually very good. Most people were sitting outside near the pool. I'll maybe go in there and show you that hotel. So, bars and restaurants down there, about 5 minutes walk, maybe 10-minute walk, all the way down there. You've got Murphy's Bar, which I believe is the busiest bar. I was speaking to the girl last night, just saying it gets really busy at midnight. It was just opening when I filmed it last night, a few people in, and they're open till 6 in the morning. I couldn't believe that. And they've got a bar downstairs, I think, but you need to pay to get in. She was telling me they've got a DJ on, dancers and all sorts, and the price will vary to get in. Could be anything from 10 to 20 euros depending how busy it is. So there is a wee bit of regular nightlife as such, but I think if you're coming to Playa Den Bossa, unless you want to stay in one of these hotels right on the beachfront that look quite nice, and you're just chilling out for the week and you like a beautiful beach, then there's everybody else who's coming, the younger crowd are probably heading to the big super clubs and just using Playa Den Bossa as a base. Personally speaking, if I was going to the clubs, I'd probably stay in Ibiza town, which I think is a lot nicer than Playa Den Bossa. But the big advantage we've got here is a fantastic beach, as you'll see. People in swimming already. What a beach. What it does lack, there's a wee beach bar up there on the left hand side. What it does lack a wee bit is it doesn't have that many beach bars as far as I can see right on the promenade like you get, let's say for example in Tenerife, Las Americas, even Los Cristianos, Costa Deque, where you're literally sitting almost on the beach. What a beautiful day up yours, eh? There's the sun. Absolutely stunning. And the beach goes all the way along there. So location wise, that apartment was fine. Would I stay in it again if I was here for a night? Yeah, one night, not anymore than one night. Would I pay any more than what I paid? No. But it is beautiful here. Don't know how much the sunbeds are. See, there's quite a few hotels that look onto the beach. It is a beautiful beach. Thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit the wee subscribe button. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost a penny. Check out all my other videos in Ibiza. It's goodbye from beautiful Playa Den Bossa beach.